Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. My topic tonight is your favorite politician for real? Or are your politicians for real? Let's discuss this. Let's get right into the show. You see, we all say, अरे पहला क्या politicians हुआ करता था यार. The old politicians, they were there. They were giving their heart to the people. They were giving their life for the people. They were ready to dedicate their life for the constituency and the country. आजकल का the politicians nowadays are not really happening. We hear so much of this. Have we ever wondered what has changed? What I'm going to discuss with you is what really has changed from politicians then and politicians now. You see, if you had the opportunity to see my editorial yesterday, I had spoken to you about something called as notional perception and real perception. Notional perception and real perception. You see, what used to happen before in olden days, in our good old times when politicians would dedicate their lives for the country and for the people, what used to happen then is everything that the politician did, say, wear, walk, do was real. What the politician was, what the politician thought, what his or her ideology was, is what he or she professed. That was politics before. There was no created image. What his or her work spoke. The work he or she did spoke. The activism he or she did on ground spoke. The upliftment of people he or she did on ground spoke. What he or she stood for all her life or his life in his career spoke. That was politics. Everything fell under real. There was nothing notional. You see, as time progressed and as media started becoming more and more important in our lives, especially visual media, things changed. Things changed and people called as advertising agencies, like an industry I also belong to, and people like image consultancy, which is also an offshoot of advertising, image consultancy came into picture. Ab kya hua that you are red, but I can show you as yellow. You are pink, but I can show you as blue. Because I am an image consultant, I can change the real you. I can change the real you. So the politician said, ye acha hai yaar. Ye acha hai. So today my ideology is A, which is because it's working and I'm getting votes. Tomorrow, if that vote doesn't happen, if people are wanting to change the ideology, I change the image. I go to this magician called the image maker. This magician comes and changes me and I become B. And I say, hey, bhul gaya B. So, I will not take names, but people who used to profess, who used to beat their heart saying that I belong, all Indians are my brothers and sisters, I love my country, and I hate people who spread communal venom and people who stood in stage and called people names and all of that, today are hardcore Hindu fans. Hindu khatre mein hai. So a complete change of ideology. Complete change of ideology. Why? Because that's what you call as image makeover. So who made that politician? Not his ideology, like what our politicians before were. Who made that politician? It is his image guys, his image makeover guys, his advertising guys that made him into a politician. Olden days, for a politician, his karyakartas, his workers, his constituency, his people connect, touching and feeling his people, feeling his constituency, going, understanding people was the most important thing. Because he knew that that's the only way he can be a leader and that's the only way he can win votes, he can win hearts. That's the only way he thought that he could serve his people. Old politician. New politician, no. You've got money, hire the best. Hire the best advertising strategic agency. Hire the best image company and tell them that I want to be seen as this. I want to be seen as this. Believe me, a strategic mind, a person who is a professional image makeover person can ensure that he will change right from your shoe to your hairstyle, to your clothes, to your look, to how you walk, to who you meet, and will ensure that he will engineer that change in you. This can happen for, and this can also happen against. Pay a good team money and tell them spoil that person's image to make him look like a dud. Believe me, if you have a good team, you can ensure that you pick up whatever. There are humongous ways of doing it. The ideal way of doing it is pick up whatever slurs, whatever stammer, whatever wrong things he has said, pick those up, pick it up, stitch it together and show him as a fool. Pick up everything where he must have stammered, he must have said something wrong, pick it up, put it up, and he'll be seen as a fool. And it is not even that easy, it is very difficult. There is a fabulous strategic mind that is at play. There is a fabulous strategic mind at play, and people who are image builders or who are image even breakers, not builders alone, they break image also. These people have got various tools like social media, like media, like mainline media, like digital media. They've got tools. They use those tools and they use those tools to create or damage an image. What is the point that I'm trying to make? The point that I'm trying to make is we should stop believing an image. Start believing work. If we are talking about our favorite politician, whoever that person may be, let us talk about what he or she has actually done in his constituency. That's real. What development has he brought about in his constituency? That is real. What policies is he or she supporting or initiating? That is real. Now, he or she could be in the ruling party. He or she even could be in the opposition. People like Manoj Jha, people like Joe Brittas, they have done a fabulous work as opposition in the parliament. They speak, they research, they study, they learn, and they come and they talk, they help to ensure that your thoughts, your interest is put up in the parliament. They do that. They do that. My objective of today's editorial, long and short, is end of the day, image does not matter. Work does. The next time you see, you have a politician, and it is important. It is important because you and I cannot expect the country to grow automatically. You and I have to contribute. You and I have to contribute to ensure that our country grows. And that contribution will only come if you and I take effort to ensure that we interview and appoint the best people in our parliament. That interviewing and appointing job is ours. We are the boss. If we don't interview and appoint the best minds, best people, best administrator in the parliament, you and I are going to suffer. Your child and mine is going to suffer. Your future and mine is going to suffer, and this country will suffer. And the future of this country will not forgive us. So the point that I am trying to make is one needs to understand the difference between notional and difference between real. Keep notional aside. Talk about real. Talk about development. Talk about policies. Talk about what the person argued in the parliament. What are the bills that the person presented in the parliament? How many bills did the person debate in the parliament? What exactly did this person do in the parliament? What did he do for his constituency? This will give you his real image, his real jobs. Whether he is roaming around in the streets, whether he is hugging people, or whether he is standing in front of a camera like this, or whether he is walking behind this, or whether he is walking that, he is hugging somebody, he is shaking somebody's hand, all this means nothing. One leader came and hugged another leader, or one international leader came and hugged our leader, and it means nothing for us. It means nothing for us. What makes sense for us is what our leaders do in the parliament, what our leaders deliver for us. That's the point I wanted to make tonight. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.